So what are the three biggest mistakes people make when starting or scaling an online business? Hey, it's Dean Graziosi, and I've been blessed to start over 13 companies, be a multiple New York Times best-selling author, and have more success than I ever imagined possible. And this is a crazy time in history. This is a time where you can be left behind, wondering how other people are making it, or it's a time you can absolutely get in front of the wave and make a difference, thrive in these crazy times, especially in an online business. But not if you make these three mistakes, and so many people make them. So that's why I wanted to share this with you today. So let's get right to it. Number one, if you build it, they will come. Did you know that 80% of all books in Barnes & Noble, there's a lot of them behind me, but did you ever walk into a Barnes & Noble and see hundreds of thousands of books? Did you know that 80% sell less than 100 copies? And the 20% over 100, 80% of them don't sell over 1,000 copies. Think about that. How much work, effort, and energy went into those books. They wrote them, they blood, sweat, and tears, sleepless nights, and they got done with this book and said it's amazing, and they thought, now that it's done, people will buy it. And they don't. So the fact of the matter is, if you build it, they will not come. It doesn't matter how good the food is, how good your product is, how good your coaching is, how good your course is, how good your training is, or the product that you sell online. They will not come without strategic marketing. But here's the cool part. When you understand marketing at the deepest level, it truly becomes service. So here's a little tip. Write this down. Love what you do so much that you know you're doing people a disservice if they don't get your product. That means if they don't get it, they don't get the benefit of your coaching, your training, your product, your course, or worse yet, they buy your competitor who might not care as much as you. So when you shift your mindset from selling to service, you will realize that you must sell, you must market, and it will get your attention. In scaling or starting your business, shift whatever time or energy you thought you were going to put or you do put into marketing, triple it today. If you build it, they won't come, but they'll come if you elegantly market. And the second biggest mistake people make when starting or scaling a business is thinking you need startup money. I think that's the biggest myth out there. In fact, in my DMs almost every day, amazing people with an idea or starting something will hit me up and say, Dean, if you lend me money, I can make millions, I can make billions. It's the biggest misconception ever. Yes, some people raise money and go on to do great things, but some of the most successful companies in the world don't start out with resources. They start out with resourceful people. Think about just money. Does money solve problems? Why do most people here in America, the majority who hit lotto, go broke? They had resources. They had all the money they needed. They started a whole bunch of different businesses. They lost it all because they're not taught the resourcefulness. Here's the thing to write down right now. They didn't learn from someone who had already been there. They're trying to figure it out on their own. The fastest way to your end result, the fastest way to success in any business that you decide to do is to learn from somebody who's already been in that business and who's willing to share it with you. This goes right along with number one, because if you learn how to elegantly market, if you turn marketing and sales into service, the best way to raise money is to sell more of your product, get it in people's hands, take that profit and expand. Stop thinking you need to raise money. You need to raise your awareness on marketing and sales, go deeper and be more resourceful. And at the end of the day, you own more of your company and you are in control. The third biggest mistake, and I think this is the biggest in today's shifting world, in today's virtual world, in today's knowledge industry, is that you need a physical product or you have to invent something unique. Oh my God, if I can invent something new, or if I could sell this widget. Write this down. This is important. Knowledge is the new currency. Knowledge. People are paying for information more now than ever before in history. Think about it. Forbes just said that the knowledge industry, the information industry, the self-education industry, where people are paying for courses, workshops, masterminds, training, right now will be at $1 billion a day by 2025. We are distanced. We can't socially connect, but we are virtually connected. People are saying, I'm not going back to college. I'm not going to try to learn on my own. People want to learn from people who've already experienced it by buying their knowledge. And if you do have a physical product, you know who has the unfair advantage? People who attach a knowledge product to it, where you get the products and service. I'll give you an example. My daughter took an art class online. She didn't go to a college. She didn't go to an in-person university. My daughter wanted to learn how to paint with oils. and she went and found someone online. She took a weekend class. It was so empowering that every time my daughter goes and buys supplies for her artwork, guess who she goes to? The guy who trained her with a knowledge product. So whether you have a product, attach an information product to it. If you don't think you have to have inventory, because your knowledge is your new inventory. And your warehouse that holds your asset is your head. All you have to do is unlock it. In fact, that's why we're getting together on May 11th through the 15th, and we're doing the Own Your Future Challenge. If you're ready to start your business, scale your business, if you're already in the knowledge industry, the digital economy, and you're ready to get the unfair advantage from myself, from Tony, and the top world changers, then here's what you have to do. Click the link below and reserve your spot to this training. We're gonna put 1 million people, yes, 1 million people together, the largest challenge, one of the largest internet gatherings in the entire world. We're gonna come together in over 5 days, pull back the curtain on how you could scale or start in this virtual online economy in a way you could never imagine. Tony and I have 60 plus years between us, and we're gonna hold nothing back. Click the link below, go to the page, see all the incredible speakers who are all there dedicated to show you how to own your future. If you're ready to stop thinking, if you're ready to start taking advantage of this digital economy, if you've been confused on where to start, if you've seen all the online magical money machines telling you how to get rich overnight for doing nothing and it just confuses you, and you finally want to learn from people who have the depth and breadth and the experience, then we'll see you on May 11th. This will truly be history in the making, and I'd hate for you to miss out because there'll be no replay. When the challenge is over, this is gone. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we'd love to have you there. If you want to learn these strategies and so much more, click the link below and reserve your spot for the Own Your Future Challenge. And we'll see you there.